What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the TheVaultProScooters. My name is Austin and I am super excited to be bringing this video for you guys today. We're going to be taking a first-hand look at the TiLT Theorem Complete. Yes, you heard me right, TiLT. TiLT Scooters is releasing a complete, and they were kind enough to ship us one so we could take a first-hand look, show you guys what it's all about, and better yet, we have a surprise at the end of this video that you're gonna have to wait and see, but you're gonna have to see it when it comes. So, no more talking, let's grab the complete and let's check it out. All right, so I got the complete right here in front of me, guys, and here it is. This is the TiLT Theorem Complete. To be honest with you, I never thought I'd see the day where we would have a TiLT complete, and the fact that there's one sitting right in front of me is blowing my mind. We're gonna go through this scooter check style where we're gonna start on the top, go through every part, and see what this complete brings to the table. Starting on the top, these are TiLT Metra grips. Of course, this is TiLT's newest grip. This is the bone colorway that they released earlier this year. The complete actually features bone barns as well, which is something we've never seen before. Moving on to the bar, this is a less expensive alternative to the TiLT Rigid Bar. The TiLT Rigid Bar was released this year as well. It was a full aluminum T-bar, and this is very similar. It is an aluminum T-bar. So this bar is super light and super strong. Moving on to the clamp, this is just a new SCS clamp that we're seeing from TiLT. I'm assuming this is just a budget-friendly SCS clamp because, of course, they want to make this clamp strong and nice, but also affordable, so it doesn't have any engravings on it. It's pretty much just a simple black SCS clamp. When it comes to hardware, this complete actually features all of TiLT's high quality hardware: M8 clamp bolts, M8 compression bolt and washer, F5 axle and the fork, so you're not going to be missing any of that on this complete as well. Moving on to the dust cover, this is just a plain black dust cover, nothing too crazy there. When we move down to the deck, this is where things get interesting. Very excited to see this. You might notice immediately there is a hole in the front of the deck. This is the first time we've ever seen a cutout on the front of a TiLT deck. So I really do like it. From what I've heard, Colin is gonna keep this cutout specifically for this complete. Reasoning behind that is he wants to make sure it's a way to identify that this is a TiLT complete deck. So if they have warranties or anything goes wrong, if you see there's a cutout, you know this deck came from a complete. So I'm gonna give him it. It's a really good idea. Moving to the back of the deck, it does share the same welded on aluminum dropouts, just like the Theory deck, and can also fit up to 30 wide wheels, and will come with spacers for that as well. The only main difference on this deck from the Theory deck that I can see is it does not have a welded on fender. It features the same flex brake that the Stage 1 deck features. It gives the rider who purchases this a little bit more expansion, so if they want to ride a fender or no brake or the brake that comes on it, they can pretty much do any of those three. And just in case you were wondering as well, the bottom of the deck is primarily flat, except it does feature the cutout on the bottom, just like the 6-wide Theory decks had. It says TiLT Life there right in the middle, and that cutout, of course, is to reduce weight and keep the scooter light. But keep in mind, that cutout's not gonna affect grinds or anything whatsoever. Since the deck is so flat, you're still gonna be rocking on rails and pushing through grinds with complete ease. At least from what I can see, the deck plate is exactly the same as the Theory deck, except it has a bolt-on brake, just like the Stage 1 deck. So you can see, you can take the brake off, you can ride no brake, you could ride a fender. It's entirely up to you, but he decided to go with that just because I imagine more people who want to buy completes probably want to ride a brake instead of a welded fender, and if you want that welded fender, you're going to have to go for an aftermarket deck. All right, let's move on to the fork. This is also a new product that we've never seen from TiLT. A lot of new products on this complete, so that's why I'm very excited to be talking about it. This is a simplified version of a TiLT rigid fork. This complete features a fork that can actually fit up to 30 wide wheels immediately, which is awesome. So this fork has a lot of similar shapes and grooves to a rigid fork. I'm seeing a lot of similarities to a tomahawk fork. Immediately recognize it as a TiLT fork, which is awesome. Taking a look at the wheels on the TiLT Theorem Complete, these are 30 by 120 millimeter spoked wheels. similar cord to the Stage 3 wheels. They do look slightly different, but this Complete does feature 30 wide wheels. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in just a sec, but these are just featuring TiLT's bearings, and they do feature the similar colorway to the bone colorway that they released on their wheels earlier this year. So these wheels are going to be rolling super fast and super smooth, and they honestly look really great. Last but not least, you just have plain black TiLT grip tape. There's no logos, nothing else added on there. It's just medium grit TiLT grip tape, but it's gonna get the job done. And of course, you guys can add on any aftermarket grip tape you want later down the road. And I wanna give a fair warning, this Complete that I have right here is a prototype. So just keep in mind the production models that come out, and those are the ones that you guys will actually be able to buy, might have a few changes done to them aesthetically. So just keep that in mind if you guys are gonna buy one of these when they drop. Now that we've gone through specs and pretty much showed you guys every part, let's talk about size. So the TiLT Theorem Complete does actually come in 3 sizes, a small, a medium, and a large. They pretty much wanted to have an option for every rider, so let's dive into those. All right, so when it comes to the bar, on the small size, it comes 20 inches wide by 23.5 inches tall. And when it comes to the deck on the small size, you're looking at 5 inches wide by 20 inches long. On the small size, you're not gonna be getting 30 by 120s, you're just gonna get your traditional 24mm by 110mm wheels. And the last thing to note about the small size is it comes in at 7.7 pounds completely built out of the box. And when it comes to the medium size, you're gonna get a 21-inch wide bar by a 25-inch tall bar. Moving on to the deck, you're gonna get 5.5 inches wide by 21 inches long. Same thing as the small, you're gonna get 24 by 110mm wheels on the medium size. And when it comes to weight, the medium one comes in at 8.1 pounds. Moving on to the large size, you're gonna get 22 inches wide by 26.5 inches tall. And for the deck, you're gonna get 6 inches wide by 22 inches long. It's crazy to think that there's a Complete with a 6-inch wide deck, but who better to do it than TiLT, am I right? And as you guys can see here, since this is the large size, you do get 30 by 120mm wheels. Last but not least, when it comes to weight, the large size weighs 8.9 pounds. All right, so now that we've gone over the parts, we've gone over all the specs, we've gone over the sizes, I briefly want to talk about my overall thoughts of the Complete and also what influenced TiLT to actually make one. When it comes to my thoughts, I'm in absolute love. If you guys don't know, if you don't follow me, I primarily ride all TiLT parts anyways. I personally just think they're some of the best parts on the market, and I've always had a love for them. The quality and just level of detail that these parts have is insane. It looks great. I know it's gonna ride great. So when it comes to price, the TiLT Theorem Complete comes in at $325, which is absolutely nuts for a scooter of this quality. There's a lot of scooters out there, in the $100 to $200 price point. Some do hit that $300 price point. This Complete practically features all aftermarket parts for that $325 price point, and it's an absolute bang for the buck. I had a really good conversation with Colin, the owner of TiLT, about why he decided to finally make a Complete, because certain people that I've talked to do feel like this should have came, a year or two ago. And I've actually had a conversation with Colin in the past where he said he was never gonna make a Complete. So I wanna tackle what changed his mind and why we now have this Complete. And to sum it up, it's pretty much that Colin is always focused on making some of the highest quality parts out there. TiLT is known to be one of the more prestige brands in the industry, higher price point parts, but also high quality parts. And he pretty much finally realized that there was a market in scootering that he was missing. He didn't finally make the Complete because he was missing that market financially. He made the Complete because he realized that he could help push the sport by producing a Complete for riders that would actually buy it. The more people we can get on a scooter, the better it is for the sport, and there are people out there that are looking for a Complete at this level. Upgrading your scooter can be expensive later down the road, so if you shell out $100 or $200 immediately, you're probably gonna spend a couple $100 later by buying a different deck, maybe some bars or wheels. With a $325 price point of the Theorem Complete, you get everything immediately. You have everything that's aftermarket, so you're pretty much not gonna have to spend that money later down the road. So just to sum it up, the reason that he made it is because he finally saw that there was a market out there who would actually buy it, and he realized that he should have probably made it a couple years ago. But either way, I'm so happy it's here, and I'm really excited to hear your guys' thoughts on it. And better yet, we're actually gonna be giving away this Complete right here. So if you guys want the chance to win this Complete, we teamed up with TiLT, we set up the giveaway page on their website. All you have to do is click that link down below, enter your information, and you guys will have the chance to win this Complete. And better yet, this giveaway is international. So no matter where you guys live in the world, you have the chance to win this scooter. You'll be the first one to have and ride a prototype TiLT Theorem Complete. The winner will be picked November 14th. So if you guys haven't already, click that link down below, submit your entry, and I wish you the best of luck. So that's gonna be it for me today. I really hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys are notified whenever we upload, and stay tuned for more videos, of course. Make sure you shop TheVaultProScooters for all your scooter needs, and until the next video, have a good one.